Self-improvement videos is everywhere these days. Every time you open social media, there's someone telling you that if you wake up at 5 a.m., read books, take cold showers, journal every day, meditate, go to the gym, stay disciplined, your entire life will change. They make it sound like success is just a checklist of habits away. And honestly, I believe that too. I tried everything. I read self-help books, I took cold showers every morning, I journaled my thoughts, I worked out consistently, I tried dopamine detoxes, productivity systems, motivational videos, all of it. I kept adding habits after habits into my life because I thought eventually something would click. I thought one day I would suddenly become confident, disciplined, successful, like a complete different person. But deep down, my life still felt the same. And for a long time, I kept asking myself why. Why am I doing all the right things but still feeling stuck? Then I realized something that honestly changed the way I see self-improvement completely. The problem was never that I wasn't adding enough good habits into my life. The real problem was that I never removed the things that were destroying me in the first place. I was still afraid of people. I was still afraid of rejections. I still avoided difficult conversations. I still escaped into distractions whenever life became uncomfortable. And even after doing all this healthy habits, I kept holding on to the same addictions. Things like endless scrolling, video games, and all the little escapes I used to numb myself. So on the outside, it looked like I was improving, but internally I was still the same person with the same fears and same patterns. That's when I started thinking about something I call self-destruction. Now people hear that sound in a negative. It sounds dangerous, but that's not what I mean, obviously. I don't mean destroying yourself. I mean destroying the version of yourself that keeps sabotaging your life. Because honestly, self-improvement without self-destruction becomes a cycle. You do something productive and then you reward yourself with the exact same thing that's ruining your process. It's like someone losing 5 pounds and then saying, I deserve a cheat meal, and gaining all the weight back again. That's exactly how my life felt. I would spend the entire day improving myself, and the moment I felt tired, stressed, or emotionally uncomfortable, I'd run back into the same addictions for comfort. And then the cycle would repeat again and again. Improve, escape, regret, and repeat. The scary part is that you can stay trapped in the loop for years while convincing yourself you are working on yourself. Recently, I went on a walk just to clear my head, and I started thinking deeply about all of this. I realized that right now I don't need another motivational video. I don't need another productivity hack. I don't need another cold shower, because all cold showers were never going to magically remove all my fears of rejections. Reading books was never going to suddenly make me confident around people. Journaling alone was never going to fix my societal anxiety. At some point, you have to stop preparing and actually face the things you are afraid of. You have to have the awkward situations. You have to take the risk. You have to put yourself in the uncomfortable situations. You have to stop hiding behind self-improvement and finally confront the real issues in your life. Because life doesn't change just because you complete a morning routine. Life changes when you become willing to let go of the habits, addictions, and behaviors that keep pulling you backwards. And I think that's what real growth actually is. Not constantly adding more, but removing what no longer serves you. Removing the constant need for distraction, removing the excuses, removing the coping mechanisms, removing the versions of yourself that chooses comfort over growth every single time. And only after that, self-improvement can actually start to work. Because then Those habits become tools instead of distractions. The gym becomes something that strengthens you instead of something you use to feel temporarily productive. Journaling becomes reflection instead of performance. Reading becomes learning instead of escapism. I'm still not fully there yet, honestly. Even after trying so many habits, I still struggle with old addictions and old patterns. But at least now I understand the real problem. And understanding the problem is probably the first genuine step I've taken in a long time. So, right now, instead of trying to become a perfect person overnight, I'm trying to focus on letting go. One bad habit at a time, one fear at a time, one escape at a time. Because maybe real change doesn't come from becoming someone new. Maybe it comes from finally removing everything that's stopping you from being who you are already. And yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Thank you for watching. Take care.